Soon, you will go where you have only traveled with your imagination. Peru is getting ready to make you feel safe, cared for, protected. We have been turning distance into an art for years, caring about the smallest details because the effort is worth it. We have learned to build bridges to feel closer, uniting our paths regardless of how far we might be. Take a breath and enjoy a country that has lived in harmony with nature and the universe for over 5,000 years. Now, everything that makes us great will let us welcome you back, and we're preparing to make it special.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Frida Fernandez, Market Specialist at Promperu's office in Lima. First of all, I would like to thank you for joining us today and welcome you to this webinar called Close Encounters with Ancient Civilizations. Here, we have the schedule of what we will learn about today. In first place, I will give you a very brief general information about Peru. After that, our special partner will present you an amazing route through which you will discover the origins of Andean civilization. And finally, we will have some minutes to answer any questions you may have. So please make sure to leave your questions in the chat box at any time, and we'll try to answer them at the end of the presentation. I would like to start giving you an update on our current situation regarding COVID. The government of Peru and private sector have worked jointly in order to adjust the implementation of the mandatory protocols in the different tourism segments. At the moment, Peru is open for travel. All travelers entering the country must complete an affidavit stating that they do not have COVID symptoms and must show, before boarding the plane, their COVID-19 vaccination card with the first and second doses applied. The booster is needed for those over 18 years old residing in Peru and qualified to receive it according to current protocol, or show a negative molecular test issued up to 48 hours before boarding. Same measure apply for domestic flights and interprovincial land travel. It is mandatory to wear a mask to circulate on public roads and enclosed places. The use of mask is optional in open spaces only in regions with 80% vaccination coverage against COVID. As you can imagine, these measures are constantly changing, so we recommend you to register on our Peruvian platform to keep up to date with the news about Peru. As you may already know, Peru is known for its culture, its history, the multiculturalism, and the many traditions we have. Here, I'm going to mention some more facts about Peru. Europeans don't need a visa to come to Peru, just a valid passport for the next 6 months. Peru enjoys mild weather all year round. Anytime is good to visit us. However, do take under consideration that from November to March, it rains frequently, while from April to October, it is fairly dry. Peru is now regarded as the top most gastronomic destination in South America, chosen for 8 consecutive years as the best culinary destination according to the World Travel Awards. And several of Lima's restaurants rank among the world 50 best. So if you haven't tried Peruvian gastronomy before, you will be delighted. In terms of money, the euro is a stronger currency than ours, so everything will be very accessible. Peru is connected to Europe via the main hubs that are Madrid, Amsterdam, and Paris, with different airlines flying to our country like LATAM, Iberia, Air France, or KLM. You should also know that it is quite easy to move around Peru, since most flights within the country only takes around 1 hour. Okay, Peru is located in western South America, bordering the South Pacific Ocean. To have an idea about the size, it's about 2.5 times bigger than Spain or France. In this map, you can have an overview of our geography. As you can see, Peru is divided in 3 well-defined regions: the coast, which is a desertic plain; the mountains, which is high and rugged; and the jungle, which is an immense forest and represents nearly 60% of the territory. The official languages of Peru are Spanish, Quechua, and Aymara. Spanish is spoken all over the country. Quechua is spoken in the highlands, and Aymara in the southern Andean region. However, it is possible to find English speakers in major cities, especially in the touristic areas. The Nuevo Sol is the official currency of Peru, but you can also find exchange houses for euros. Okay, here I want to tell you that Lima is the capital of Peru and is a melting pot of customs and traditions from all over the country, but also from abroad. Known as the City of the Kings, it is rich in pre-Hispanic archaeological sites and ancestral culture. But Lima is not only the capital itself. Just a few kilometers outside of it, you can enjoy many different journeys to choose from, with natural surroundings, immense sandy beaches, blue sea, farms in the countryside, as well as amazing monuments that reflect its natural richness and cultural legacy. In fact, our special guest today is going to show us one of those amazing journeys heading to the north of Lima. Previous to that, I want to show you our Peru agent platform to those who have not seen it before. At the top of your screen, sorry, I move it. At the top of our screen, you have a button that says Peru Agent that will take you to our platform where you will find learning tools and a variety of resources that will help you to get to know more about our destination. So if you are not registered yet, you can do it just clicking there and completing your registration. Finally, I would like to remind you that 5 participants on today's sessions can win a 100 euros gift card. So to be eligible for this prize, you just need to stay tuned until the end of this webinar, be registered on our Peru agent, and answer a short survey, which you will also find at the bottom above. Okay, so now, before giving the floor to our guest, I want to tell you a little bit about her. Cynthia Alegre, born and raised in Lima, Cynthia has been a part of the tourism industry for over 20 years. She enjoys traveling, learning about our culture, and is an avid foodie. Through her many years as part of the Satur family, she has worked in many different areas and gone through as many titles as she made her journey to where she is today. From sales, reservations, guest experience, to produce development, she has seen and experienced it all. Cynthia has been learning and sharing her knowledge with the utmost commitment, and Karen seeks to offer the greatest experience in Peru and South America. So please, Cynthia, you are welcome, and tell us this about these great journeys.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much, Frida, for the introduction. As you said, I am Cynthia Alegre, the inbound manager at Satur's Handcrafted Journey. And I'm really pleased to share with you this amazing and out of the beaten path product. Before going into details, let's watch a video that will show you how fascinating this circuit is.
Chankillo actually tracks the movement of the sun throughout the year, every single day. In that way, Chankillo is really unique around the world. And for all of these reasons, UNESCO is considering its nomination as an outstanding and exceptional astronomical observatory.
Las investigaciones en el sitio arqueológico de Caral se desarrollaron a partir del año 1994 a cargo de la doctora Ruth Chadi. Caral fue declarada Patrimonio Mundial en el año 2009, es decir, la conservación, la investigación de este asentamiento es muy importante a nivel mundial, puesto que Caral también se puede comparar con otras grandes civilizaciones.
Amazing places, right? As a tours, we have more than 40 years in the industry with the main goal to fulfill our clients' and travelers' expectations, with the commitment of our local experts being social and environment responsible, taking 100% care of the safety and comfort with our own fleet and unique accommodations. We are constantly we are constantly changing, pivoting, rethinking, and tinkering to offer the best programs. We have been there. We have tested and experienced it. So today, we are promoting a new circuit, only 5 hours from Lima to the north, including archaeology, history, culture, gastronomy, and traditions. The idea of this project started more than 2 years ago when we had the opportunity to meet Ivan Getzi, which is the director of the Chankillo project. He was so enthusiastic and passionate with the Chankillo Observatory that we decided to develop this new product, to rescue the value of this zone by doing many site inspection trips, to know in deep the archaeological sites, small towns, restaurants, and hotels. And after our research and first-hand experience, we have called this product the origins of the Andean civilization. Our circuit includes visits to the most representative places of Huacho, Supe, and Gasma valleys, visiting the towns, local people, the local coves at the border of the sea, the artisans of Vegeta, gastronomy with fresh fish offered by the local fishermen, and much more. It is really a very privileged zone. Are you ready to come with us in this journey? This program is available all year around, done by private land transportation from Lima to the north, and with 3-star accommodation, which is the standard of the infrastructure offered in these destinations. We have developed a sample program of 3 days and 2 nights from Lima and to Lima, which is the minimum stay to cover the most representative sites. However, there is flexibility to adjust it according to the traveler's interest and time. You can go from Lima to north, maybe continue to Huaraz, Trujillo, but you can also return to Lima. On the first day, we are including 2 archaeological sites, Bichama and Sachin, and the local museum of Vegeta, where you can add a hands-on activity of reed weaving. The overnight here is in casa. Bichama is part of the Caral Civilization Economy Network. These are both residential and ceremonial buildings, such as the one seen in Caral. An interesting fact about this site is that a relief of a priestess leading a religious ceremony was unearthed, which shows that the role of women in the Caral civilization was equal to that of men in many aspects. This day, we are also visiting the museum in Vegeta, which exhibits an archaeological collection of 270 objects, accompanied by innovative resources that illustrate the different aspects of the Bichama society and its links with the Caral civilizations. Here, you will find local women working on their weaving techniques, where also our travelers can join. Continuing with this day, we will go to Sachin, which is a very important complex located in Casma. This site influenced Andean cultures that followed in the amount and diverse use of reliefs and symmetry in their art. Sachin is older than Chavin culture. Continuing on the next day, our sample program includes the most representative places here. The circuit includes Chankillo and Caral. This day ends with an overnight in Karak Valley. Chankillo is probably one of the most unique and impressive sites in Peru. It is the oldest solar observatory still working in the world, and last year it was declared as UNESCO World Heritage. Let's see a short video in which the director of the project, Ivan Gessi, shows this amazing place.
My name is Ivan Getzi. I am the program director at the Chankillo Archeological Project. We are here at the Chankillo Solar Observatory and Ceremonial Center. It is one of the few true astronomical observatories that we know from the ancient world. And there was much to study and to learn about the ancient astronomical practices, about other sectors of the site that have to do with ancient Andean warfare. We wanted to flesh out the society that built this extraordinary place. And for that, we have been studying the houses, the individuals. We are trying to study what they ate. And of course, we are very interested in learning what they believed. Our goal from the very beginning has always been to give back to the community. We have been blessed with the opportunity to work on a site that is exceptional around the world. Chankillo is much more recent. It belongs to the first millennium BC. It's about 2,000 years younger. than Caral, but there's clearly a relationship between the two. The pyramids and mounds from Caral and other sites in the Supe Valley have astronomical orientations. This extraordinary site should be visited by people from all over Peru and all over the world. We want Chankillo to be opened to the public.
Really an incredible place. Here we are able to take our travelers for the sunrise and also for sunset. Really impressive views of how the sun goes over each tower here in the pictures you can see. Well, the next place we are going in this day, in this sample program, is Caral. Definitely one of the marvels, considered one of the oldest in the Americas dating back 5,000 years. Ruth Shady, anthropologist, and her team has been working for 25 years now in constant excavations, discovering the urban areas, circular structures, platforms, plazas, and others. Caral is known as the birthplace of the ancient civilization because the Quechua culture had its origins from this area. They used the oldest quipus for calculations, and its economy system was based on reciprocity, called trueque, as well used through all the Andes. Like culture and history are main ingredients of this product, also are the gastronomy and the comfort. We have taken care to choose the correct places to rest and enjoy while enriching the knowledge. The last day of this sample program includes a local touch and a seascape. Being able to taste some of the local traditional meals. One is called Karking, which is done in Charquican, pardon, is the name of this meal, and it is offered in Karking Fisherman Cove. Karking is a local town known for its dry anchovy or fish jerky, which has been used by natives for millennials, and it is considered a national cultural patrimony. This town is sure to leave in you a sense of what it's like to live in a coastal Peruvian small village. Bandura is another amazing place to close these 3 days. Has a very well preserved ceremonial sector that has been untouched with amazing pyramids and round stones plazas. But this area is also a sanctuary for more than 125 birds species from coastal beach and wetland habitats, as well as migratory birds from the northern hemisphere. This encounter with nature closes a 3 day journey that for sure will motivate visitor senses while discovering unexplored places and stepping closer to ancestral Peruvian customs. This has been a very summary information regarding what is possible to see in this circuit, but we are able to make changes. Flexibility is always there according to what the travelers are looking for, what they are interested, if they are more into culture, archaeology, or gastronomy, because these places really offer a lot to see and really are not well known yet. So that is our target. We are looking to explore more together and be able to experience this wonderful circuit with you, which has been created with the main objective of showing new and secluded places of our amazing country. Thank you very much for your time and your attention.
Now we're going to start the section of question and answer. We have here, I think, one question. Okay, we have a question from Patty Rodriguez. Hello. Only residents in Peru over 18 need a booster? Well, officially, just Peruvian residents need it, okay? But we would recommend to tell your clients to have it before visiting Peru, okay? Next question, Patrick Rodriguez also. How much does it cost the program, Cynthia?
Thank you for the question, Patty. As this is a program, it's a sample program, it's around between, I will say, because it will really depends on how many days at the end the travelers will have or which places they would like to visit. But considering that this is a program including transportation from Lima with a guide, a private guide with them, the accommodation, the meals, and the entrance fees that are needed in these places, the price is between $500 to $700 per person, depending on how many travelers are coming together as well. But yes, for sure, this information is also available for you, and you can be able to contact Promperu and us, so we can give you more details and more information regarding what your travelers are able to do. Okay. Thank you, Patty.
Okay.
Yes, just maybe, Frida, to complement some of the information we have mentioned before. This circuit is more based on archaeology because it has a lot of history and culture. But travelers that also like the bird watching experiences, it is possible to do in Bandura. Also, people that are very into gastronomy, this is another place which is not too common for Peruvians, and even for Peruvians it's not too common, so for foreigners it's more. So you have a lot of different things to taste as well during this circuit, not just ancestral meals, like I mentioned, charqui, which is an ancestral play done in Karking, but also you have a very good pisco fruit are also harvested here, so where travelers are also able to experience something different. So most of people knows that the south part of Peru is super interesting, is more famous, and also Ica, and there's in this area you have more the pisco and all this production, but also the north of Lima offers this. So it's something new, something different, and that you can start providing also to your travelers.
Yeah, and as we said before, Peruvian gastronomy is very well appreciated also. So
Yes.
so it will be a great opportunity, to try different things, in plates, and also different places, no? Okay. Claire Godin. Is there a website where we can see the circuit's details?
Sure. At the presentation, we left our email. So if you are wanting to have the complete details, we can send them to you as well. There's also our website mentioned in the presentation, and you will find there a complete blog regarding these circuits as well.
Okay, Natasha Rana. In general, it started back to normal in Peru. Yeah, in general, yeah, everything is back to normal. As I mentioned before, only the vaccinations to have them all, and mainly for tourism, everything is as usual. No, we are like before, so there's no problem. You can feel free to assure your clients that they can be very that your travelers are not going to be in troubles, and everything is safe. Okay. Let's wait. Okay. Thank you, Natasha. So if we have no more questions, maybe we can show the, yeah, okay, the context. Here's my contact. I'm the France market specialist. That's my email, but you can write me any time, even if you are not from the France market. I can send your email to the person in charge of every market. And Cynthia Alegre, there's that the email, and you can also write to her, no, to regarding all the journeys that you have seen. Okay, so just wanted to remind you again to visit our agent program. Make sure to be registered and complete the survey so that you can be eligible for the prize. And we are deeply grateful to you for having participated in this webinar today, and hopefully we can see you next time. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cynthia, and bye
Thank you,
to
Phil.
everyone.